What's up, you guys? It's Steve here with some breaking news just coming out this morning on the arrival of the new reconciliation bill, which we're hearing is going to be released today. That is right. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, we had heard that this was going to be coming sometime this month from the rumors. However, it sounds like parts are being released and sent to the Senate parliamentarian for approval today. Take a look at these headlines coming out just a couple hours ago, you guys. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin, they agree on a reconciliation bill. Now, I'm going to give you all the details on what we're hearing is being released today. Now, also though, wait a second, not so fast. Take a look at this. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell on the revival of the Build Back Better bill says not so fast. He says, listen, we don't want you to pass this. This is not something that's going to be helping out the American people directly. It's going to be adding to the nation's debt and causing even more inflation. And if you plan to pass it through, well, some of the other bills that we're going to have bipartisan support, we might not agree to them. So he is putting an ultimatum on the table for the Build Back Better bill, which is coming back. I'm going to get you guys all the details. Now, also, we're hearing that regardless of what happens with legislation in Congress, progressives, Democrats, they're calling upon President Joe Biden to issue a laundry list of executive orders and executive actions to get things done right before these midterm elections. And we heard a new one has been placed on the table. If you missed that video from earlier this morning, you might want to check it out, as we're hearing millions and millions of people across the nation could be getting helped out with this new executive order that they have added to the list. Now, also, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest, but if you haven't seen my second channel, I'm going to be releasing a series of videos to help people out with real estate investing, personal finance. I'm going to be releasing some more on the real estate market and everything that's taking place. As we're hearing, we're entering into a recession, and what's coming on the horizon for our economy, it's not looking good. I want to make sure that that channel is going to be able to help people out. So again, that's my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. I'll pin a comment down below if you're interested. Go click the link, subscribe. Check out those videos. Going to be releasing new ones every single day. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive into these articles, get you caught up on the arrival of this new stimulus bill that we're hearing is going to approval today. Now, if you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on everything going on, don't forget, take a quick second, smash the like button for me. Helps out my channel a ton and just takes a second. Thank you so much. And if you want to stay up to date on everything going on, stimulus checks, stimulus packages, Congress, the economy, everything, don't forget, hit that subscribe button to come join the Ram fam. It's free. Why not? Come join. I'll keep you up to speed on everything, and hit the notification bell to stay notified as things roll out. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And I also want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything. So right now, I'm working on assembling a master list of all checks in cities, counties, and states, so that way you don't miss out, because these checks, they're only available for limited amounts of time, and a lot of people don't know about them, and in many cases you have to apply, and if you miss the window of opportunity, you miss out on the money, and it just goes back to the federal government. I'm going to make sure that you don't miss out on any money that's available to you, so keep an eye out for that. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles and let you know the latest that's coming out today, the breaking news on the arrival of the stimulus reconciliation bill. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out this morning. I always cite my sources for you. I link them in the description, put them on the screen, and read right from them so you know it's the latest. Now, this article says that Schumer, Manchin, they agree on a reconciliation bill. And it says, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he is poised to submit a reconciliation bill to the Senate parliamentarian on Wednesday today. According to Punchbowl News, the text of the bill will reflect an agreement among all Senate Democrats on lowering prescription drug costs. So this is the section that is being approved and sent forward for approval from the Senate parliamentarian. Now, the deal is part of a larger Democratic project to potentially resurrect the Build Back Better bill. So this is just one portion of that bill. They're trying to bring back the massive spending bill championed by the Biden administration, and follows weeks of conversations between Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin. Manchin had previously ended negotiations over the spending bill after the House of Representatives had passed it back in December, citing concerns over inflation. but expressing an interest in continuing to negotiate over some aspects of the bill. And you will recall that Democrats had originally wanted this to be $6 trillion, $7 trillion, $10 trillion in additional spending to have reoccurring monthly checks, Social Security increases, enhancing and extending unemployment benefits that came to an end last year. Also, they wanted to wipe out student loan debt, child tax credits, an assortment of different provisions that have all been cut out because moderate Democrats in the Senate, such as Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin, have said they're concerned about adding debt and causing more inflation. Those concerns seem to be accurate now, as we are at a 41-year high in inflation, so that bill has been cut down significantly. Now, we're hearing, though, that regardless of whatever passes through this Build Back Better bill, whatever provisions get included, that Democrats, if you missed my last video, they're preparing a laundry list of executive actions for the president to take right after this bill passes. Now, reading on, it says, Schumer and Manchin's agreed-upon bill must still undergo a birdbath, though, a review process to ensure that it is consistent with the Senate's reconciliation rules, as only certain provisions can get passed through the process of reconciliation. Now, if approval to go through reconciliation by the parliamentarian and then it passes both chambers of Congress, the bill would allow Medicare to negotiate prices with pharmaceutical companies starting in 2023 and cap out-of-pocket costs for Medicare patients at $2,000 per year, among other provisions. It would also impose an inflation rebate policy mandating drug companies pay back consumers if they raise the prices above inflation, according to Punchbowl News. Now, other aspects include the original text of the Build Back Better bill pertaining to climate change and tax reform. Now, these are still being negotiated within the Democratic caucus, so there are other portions of this bill that are still in negotiations that are likely going to be hitting the parliamentarian here very soon. Now, Senator Manchin has long advocated for proposals that would lower prescription drug costs for seniors, and his support for the proposal has never been in question, said Manchin's communications director. He's glad that all 50 Democrats agree, so it sounds like this is on board to go through the process of reconciliation. Now, as I mentioned, though, not so fast. A link in the description below, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell on the revival of the Build Back Better bill. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he is eager to get the reconciliation bill that both raises taxes and revised part of Joe Biden's Build Back Better scheme that he is submitting initial language for on the bill to the Senate parliamentarian this month, which we're just reading is today. Schumer hopes to convince Senator Joe Manchin and Senator Kyrsten Sinema to back and support this bill. Health insurance companies are blitzing D.C. with ads demanding an extension of supersized Obamacare subsidies, which are now expected to be a central part of the spending side of the reconciliation bill. Now, the tax side may be getting even worse, with the potential rumored inclusion of a carbon tariff. Now, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, he's playing hardball, and he told Schumer bluntly last week, take a look at this tweet, "Let me be perfectly clear. There will be no bipartisan U.S. ICA as long as Democrats are pursuing a partisan reconciliation bill," saying, listen, you want to do all these other provisions and all these other things that we have said that we will support you for, but we do not support the Build Back Better bill, and all of these things included, it's not going to directly help out anybody, and it's going to make our economy even worse. If you push it through without us, do not expect our support on these other items as well. Wow, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So there you have it, you guys. That is the breaking news that just came out. Now, of course, as always, as more information rolls out, I'll be sure to share it with you here on the channel, keep you up to date so you know what's happening with the Build Back Better reconciliation bill, if they agree, if the parliamentarian gets on board, what will make it, what won't, and what's to follow with executive orders, executive actions. We've got those midterm elections right around the corner, and Democrats, they're stressing to get things done, and we're going to be seeing what provisions make it and what promises are fulfilled, as we've heard the president, Joe Biden, say $2,000 stimulus checks, Social Security increases, wiping out student loan debt, and a new one that just hit. Check out that video if you missed it. And you guys, I will keep you up to date on everything. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date It's free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything going on. Just very quickly, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And comprehensive list of all checks coming your way. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.